So welcome back to another edition of Off the Shelf Comic Book Reviews with Dan Schessel. And that's right, I am Dan Schessel. Now, we try to keep these reviews as spoiler-free as possible and kid-friendly as well. So that, you don't have to kick them out of the room while you're watching these. So, with all that kind of out of the way, let's get going with this. So this review is going to be for Infinity #1. So this is going to be Marvel's next big event, that's happening right now. Worlds are falling. Earth is next in line. Forces from everywhere are converging on Earth from everywhere. This is a huge galactic, incredible, expansive story that has so many parts to it. Can Earth's mightiest heroes possibly handle what's to come? Yeah, that's what I would call an event. Now, there's one significant part about this book that I'd like to mention right off the hop. There's a hefty price tag that goes, with this book. It's $4.99, so that's basically that's $5. That's a $5 price tag for a comic, which is basically really high for a comic book. You don't pay $5 for a comic all that often, and if you do, it better be worth it. And that's my personal opinion. So, really, is this comic worth it? Well, the Avengers here have gotten bigger. They've gotten mightier. But is it enough to face really what's to come? There's an incredible amount of elements at play during this book. The Illuminati, the Inhumans, the Builders, Starbrand, White Events, Incursions, Thanos, Sword. The list goes on. I mean, there's so many elements here. I think there's even the Guardians are going to be part of this, thing. I mean, it just huge scale, huge, epic. That's all I can say. So, if you're a hardcore comic book person, this is the comic that you're probably gonna want to read. If you're a casual reader, you may find this one a little hard for you. Kind of catch everything that's going on. Now, not saying that that's impossible for a casual reader to just, pick this book up and grasp the basics of what the book is and still pull something away from it. It just may be a little jarring for quite a few people who are not used to all the comic-y elements that are at play in this book. Overall, I would definitely call this an event. It's epic in scope, larger threats for everybody. This will push everyone in the Marvel Universe to the limit. The only downside to this book is that if you're a new or a casual reader, you may not catch everything that's going to happen in this book or that is happening in this book. There's a lot of jumping around from point to point to point to point, and if you're not in it for this book, it may fall flat for you. And I'm not saying that that's a huge takeaway for it. It just is part of the thing. Now, I said earlier that this book comes with a huge price tag. It's a $4.99 price tag. I mean, this book is absolutely massive. It's thick. It's got a lot of stuff in here. To me, personally, I think it's worth it. I think this book is absolutely incredible. I love the scope. I love the direction. I love pretty much everything that's happening in here, and I love the way they set it up. For me, I'm going to give this book a 5 out of 5. I loved it. I so much enjoyed this book. Again, if you're casual or new, you may have a harder time. Not saying that you can't pull something away from this book and have a good time reading it. It just may be a little bit more difficult. But that's my only downfall. And for me, I loved it. I thought it was great. That's all I can pretty much say about it. So go pick it up. If you are a hardcore, or if you consider yourself a hardcore comic book guy, nerd, whatever, geekette, I don't know what the proper terms are for all that, go pick this up. It's fantastic. Just, I thought it was absolutely incredible. So that was For Infinity #1. So that's all the time we have for this week. Go check out my other comics. If you like this video, like this video. See what I did there? Anyways, you should also subscribe to my channel. That would be also awesome to do, subscribing. Also, you should, read more comics. All right, let's get that out of the way. I want to thank everybody out there for watching these videos, and come back for more. And I'll see you guys on the next one.